Boom. Secret weapon right there. Hey guys, what's everybody doing today? And today I want to do a kind of a follow-up, to a video that I done several months ago on how to install a HydroWave Mini. I've been using this product for several months now, and I can tell you that I absolutely love it, and I'm working on upgrading to the H2 unit. But let me go over this once again. This is the HydroWave Mini, and what this is a battery operated version of the HydroWave. I know a lot of these pros run these on the tour, both FLW and Bass, so I decided to give it a try. They have the battery operated version. I know some guys use this if you've got maybe a John boat or a kayak or some small boat like that. Very useful for that, where you don't have a normal 12 volt power source. But this runs off 9-volt batteries, and the batteries last a pretty good while. I can go 3-4 trips without having to change this out. So let me go over it again how I mounted it and show you guys that. As you can see, I've got it just attached to my shaft of my trolling motor right above it, with the zip ties that come with it. And what I did is I just ran that along with my transducer wire just right beside it, and I usually will tuck this down beside my foot control for my trolling motor. I've got mine recessed so it fits in there nice and snug. Now, there are a few pros and cons with this. The pros is, it's only like 75 bucks. I think I picked this up on eBay for maybe about 50. So I mean, that's a good pro. I mean, it's cheap if you're looking to get a HydroWave. I know that the new H2s, they're like 400 bucks. So that's a lot of money to spend on something that you really don't know if it's going to work or not. But that's one pro, the cost wise. But the other the major pro for me is I can tell you guys it works. I've got a lot of confidence in this. For one, just like all the reviews will say, will it hide your trolling motor sound? I think so. I've been there's times that I will have this on, and I'll burn it up down the bank, and I can see out in front of me that there's fish activity. And where if I had just my trolling motor on, then maybe I'd spook those fish, but and it just hides you a little bit better. And I can tell you that I firmly believe that it does get the fish fired up. They hear that sound and they go to looking around and seeing what's going on. So I have a lot of faith in this. I have a lot of confidence in this, and this is just the Mini, and I'm working on upgrading to the H2 unit here soon. So that's just another piece of the puzzle. Is it a magic bullet? No, there's no such thing. But I like this thing, and I do use it all the time. A couple of big fish that I've caught this past year has been after I turned this thing on. Is that the cause of it? Maybe, but anything that I can get that's going to up my odds of catching fish, then I'm going to use. Whether it be this, it's not the magic bullet, just like an Alabama rig's not a magic bullet. There's times it doesn't work. But, there's a couple of the pros. A couple of the cons of this is it has only got a passive and a frenzy. There's only 2 sounds to it. And, turning on and off, I can tell when the batteries are getting low. When you turn this on, it's got a light on, and when you push it on, you can see that light does blink. When the battery starts getting low, I have noticed, if I listen to it, I can hear kind of a ping when that battery starts getting low. But to fix that, all you got to do is swap over to the other frenzy, and it cuts it off completely. Also, if the battery is getting low and I've got it on, you can pause it, but I'll hear that ping sometimes. If I'm really just getting down there at it and seeing if it's on, I can tell that little electrical interference, I guess you could call it. But to fix that, all I do is just swap it over to where it's ready on the passive side or the frenzy side, and that fixes that problem. And that kind of tells me, hey, my batteries are getting low. I read a lot of reviews on this before I bought it. Some were good, some were bad. One of the bad things that I read about it is, hey, I bought this, and a couple of trips out, it just quit working on me. One trip out, it quit working. And I will tell you that I went a little bit, and mine did stop working. But I found a way to fix it, and let me show you what I done. And now, this may not be all of the problems, but this is one problem that I found that I was able to fix. Let me show you that. Alright. And the problem that I found, little screw, don't lose that little screw, that I found that you could fix is with the battery. You can kind of see for this, I've got it kind of taped up and everything. One of these wires came loose from this little plug here. And what I did is I took the plastic off of it to where I just exposed both the terminals, and I soldered that back in there because I think either the positive or the negative one come loose. And it's just jarred. They're just, very thin wires in there. So if you jar them a lot, this thing, bounces around. It will pull loose just like on any other 9-volt product. But I soldered that together and I taped it back up really, really good. And it's not failed on me yet. So I'm not saying that's everybody's problem, but that is one problem that I did find that I was able to fix on my own. So there you go. Okay, guys, that's going to be my review and kind of an update, kind of updated review on this HydroWave Mini. Like I said, I really do like it, and I use it every time I go out. If it's, if the fish are biting, you don't need it. But if it's on those days where, the bite is tough and you need just kind of maybe a little bit extra edge, or if you're in that tournament and you need 5 and you only got 4, I would suggest, getting you one of these things. It's only $75. Most guys' rods and reels cost more than that. So if you're looking for a HydroWave but don't want to, spend that $400, I would suggest getting one of these HydroWave Minis. You can get them at Tackle Warehouse. I got mine off eBay. Most places have got them. So, you can find them just about anywhere. It's a TH Marine product. They bought them out now. So, you can get them just about anywhere. More places, actually, rather. So, that's my review. I hope this has helped you out. Like I said, as of late, I've noticed a lot of people have been watching my install video, and I've had a couple of people ask me about it. Does it work? Does it really work? Do you really like it? And I can tell you, yes, I do like it. I do use it. So, I would suggest anybody to get one. So, thank you guys. Like this video. Subscribe to my channel for got more stuff coming up, more reviews, and we'll see you down the road.